All right, so I am going to show you how to teach your puppy how to leave it. So you use a leave it command when you don't want your dog to touch something. It means that is not for you. You can't touch it. No matter what, that is not yours. So, she's going to potty for us. But I've got these treats, okay? Dehydrated dog food. And Selah likes these. So, she likes them. They're treats, but they're not, I'm not using hot dogs. I'm not using something that's super high value because I don't want her to want to go for it too much. But this is new for her. So you're going to see what it's like when you first start this. Come here, honey. All right. So you've got to have a pretty good sit and you've got to have a good watch before you can kind of move to leave it. But Selah, sit. Selah. Yes, good girl. All right, now watch. Watch, yes, good watch. Good girl. Now, when I go to do the leave it, I have a leash on her for a reason. I'm going to hold this leash because she's not actually going to, I'm going to put this in the grass and I'm going to throw it and I'm going to tell her to leave it. But I'm not actually going to throw it in a place that she can actually get to it. Selah. Good girl. Oh, yes. That was nice. I like the way you gave me your attention. That was nice, honey. Okay, now, you ready, baby? You ready? Leave it. I put it over there. Watch. Yes, good girl. Okay, actually, she didn't go for it. Just so you know, when we're not on camera, yeah, she was going for it every time. Apparently, we're on camera. But if she went for it, she wouldn't be able to because she's on the leash. Okay, so the leash, the purpose of the leash is not to pop her or correct her in any way. It's just to keep her from going to the treat. This is called making her successful. Selah, leave it. Watch. Watch. Hey. Yes, good girl. And as soon as she gives me that eye contact and she watches, I'm rewarding her. So I ask her, after I say leave it, I tell her to watch. Why do I do that? Because I want to give her something else to do. I don't want to just say leave that. Okay, if it's something that she really wants, like a treat, or maybe she wants to go check out another dog or whatever it is, I want her to give her something else to do. Don't do that, do this. Look at me. I'm going to give you directions to do something else. So I'm going to do it again. Selah, ready? Leave it. Watch. Yes, good girl. Yes. We'll put the leash down, see if she... And do not always pick the treat back up. Don't ever let them go for the treat after you tell them to leave it. Because if that was aspirin that you told them to leave that got dropped on the floor, would you want them to go for it? No. They need to know that whatever it is that you told them to leave, they need to leave. That's it. That could have been aspirin. You know, it couldn't have been, it may not have been just a treat, but it may have been aspirin. It could have been poop. It could have been anything that you don't want them to have, right? Selah. Hi, honey. You ready? Leave it. Watch. Yes, good girl. So that is how you do leave it, and then pick it up. And if you want, you can pick it up and you can choose to hand it to them. Good girl. But they can't go for it themselves. That's the main thing. So we'll do it one more time. Selah. Leave it. Watch. Hey, watch. Leave it. What? Yes, good girl. Yes. And as soon as she makes that eye contact, that's when I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do it. So she did really, really good. Sometimes when you want to do a leave it command, if you don't want to start standing up with your puppy, you may go ahead and if you want to get down on the ground to do it like this, so I'll kind of back up a little bit. Come here, baby. Missy, sit. Selah, sit. Hey, come here. Sit. Sometimes what people will do when they start to leave it is they will hold the dog by the collar like this and then throw the treat away. Okay, sometimes that's what they'll do. I'm out of treats, so I'm not going to do it again, but sometimes they'll hold the collar so they can't go for it instead of putting a leash on them. That's another way of doing it. It's just get in a chair, sit down in front of your puppy, and hold them by the collar. And I'll let her go off of this leash now, but just hold her by the collar so she can't. Okay, that's another form of leave it that you can go ahead and you can do with your puppy if they're struggling and the leash is too much to be dealing with. And the other thing you can do to help them to learn that leave it and make that leave it better and help make them successful is throw that food farther away from them. Don't throw that treat like right where they're going to find it. Throw that treat farther away so that this way, you know, it's you know, far enough away that you can grab it if you want to, but at the same time, it's not far enough away where they can get to it, because the whole key here is we're going to make them successful. So she sees something up now she's interested in, but all right, so that's how you do leave it.